What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have Seregios dual blades done a little bit differently. Now, when I first saw the Seregios dual blades and I saw that they had Bladescale Honing, kind of like the bow, my brain started working overtime. I figured, if we get Bladescale Honing whenever we get a perfect dodge, why not invest into more perfect dodge, the discerning dodge, if you will, with Adrenaline Rush? I mean, that's how I like to play the bow and how I like to play dual blades anyways, so why not smash them together? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Today's video has got us using the Seregios dual blades, followed by the Zuwu Helm Beta, the Gamma Ray Dow chest, arms, waist, legs. So hopefully you beat Arch-Tempered Ray Dow. That way you could use this build. If not, you might be out of luck. With Counter Attack Charm 2 and the Corrupted Mantle. All of these together, they give you some pretty solid perks. Not everything is perfect and looks super nice the whole bit, but you do have a lot of really good stuff rocking. Critical boost. Because of how the affinities stack with each other and Bladescale Honing, it ends up just being a nice damage increase. So on my weapon, I have it maxed out. On Critical Eye, for the level 1 slot. And the reason for this is to put us at the 30% affinity. It's 29, but for the sake of lack of better terms, we're at 30%. Bladescale Honing, which is going to happen after we dodge perfectly every time against the monster. Adrenaline Rush, which is going to increase our attack power every time we perfectly dodge against a monster. I think you see where I'm going with this. Latent Power, which is going to increase our stamina by 50% and reduce our stamina depletion. It increases our infinity by 50%, my bad. And reduces our stamina depletion by 50% once it's procced. This procs one of two ways. One, I believe it's taking about 130 damage, leaving you with 20 HP. Or after, I think it's a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes of actual fighting in your hunt. That much of time has elapsed, okay? We have the Sun Resist, thanks to our Gamma Ray Dow legs. We have Stamina Surge maxed out, since we are on dual blades. We have Burst. We have 2 levels of it, because I felt like 2 levels was going to be more substantial than 1 level Agitator or 1 level Weakness Exploit. Maximum Might, which is just kind of here. We have it at level 2, but because we're on dual blades, we're never really going to have full stamina anyways. Marathon Runner, which is going to help with our dual blades stamina consumption. Evade Extender, because it does help a little bit when you're trying to get those perfect dodges. Especially if you are using dual blades and you're not in your demon mode. This will allow you to make it a little easier to hit those. And then we have Ray Dow's Voltage, thanks to the 4-piece bonus, which is going to make Latent Power stronger. Now, I said that I would get into the affinity. This is what I was talking about. Thanks to Critical Eye and the naturally high Seregios affinity, you naturally have 30%. With that 30%, if you were to include Latent Power, because let's say it's 3 minutes until that begins. I believe it's a minute and a half, 2 minutes, something like that. But let's say it's 3. Unless you're beating a monster in 3 minutes, you're not going to be able to use this affinity. But if you are taking longer than 3 minutes, now you're 30% just naturally off the weapon, and latent power triggers, giving you plus 50%. Now you're at 80% stamina. Or affinity. I don't know why I keep saying stamina. You're at 80% affinity, okay? If you include sometimes the maximum might will work, you will be at 100% affinity. You are on dual blades. The odds of it being there are not super high. You could probably swap a couple of pieces to get if you really wanted the 100% affinity, but the idea for me was to keep high affinity, not max affinity, and keep the attack stacks super, super high. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and go showcase this build. Yeah? Well, guys, we have our one and only best friend, Arkveld. I beat this poor thing more times than I can count, but that's okay, because we are going to... We can see there, even without the perfect discerning dodge, we did manage to get Bladescale and Adrenaline Rush active. We're missing a little bit of our dodges. This is my first hunt of the day. You'll have to bear with me. That was my own fault. I knew that was coming, and I still managed. But we get to show off latent power a little bit. So let's take... This was all planned. It was all executed. So, let's go ahead and do this. We missed the dodge. That's fine. There we go. Go ahead and do this. Opportunity strike. There we go. You guys can kind of see, like, the damage on the dual blades is kind of nice with the whole combo going. We do have Adrenaline Rush active. We have Bladescale Honing. You guys can kind of see, like, the damage ramps up crazy fast. Even there, we don't get the discerning dodge, but we managed to get the other two. I'm kind of surprised I didn't get that there, not gonna lie, but that's okay. Really? I start stabbing him from the second I get pulled and I don't get out? Really? Guys, I promise it's just because it's my first hunt of the day. There we go. Pump out some of this damage now that we have an opportunity. I wish we would have gotten any of our buffs up before this, but that's okay. There we go. Now they're both active. And you can kind of see, even on non-crit spots right now, I was doing the same amount of damage that I was doing on his weak spot. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we're starting to figure it back out. I promise, it's just because I was a little... I wasn't there yet. I disagree wholeheartedly with this. See if I can get out this time. What did I do differently? Yo, in the comments, let me know what I did differently to get out the second time versus not the first. You know, the thing about it is that you want to stack as much damage as you can. If you can stack your damage and you can hit what you're supposed to when you're supposed to, this build will do wonderful for you. For whatever reason, I'm just struggling. Alright, there we go. Burst is now active. We don't have our blade scale, but that's okay. No sense of running all the way to the other side. You can kind of see there's a couple 60s in there, a couple 40s. We did get it there. Once again, I disagree that that catches me. Let's see if we get out this time. Doesn't look like it. I disagree on all levels. Oh, boy. Maybe I'm washed. Am I washed? YouTube comment section? Don't answer that. You guys don't have to... You don't have to roast me in the comments. It's okay. We're slowly getting... I probably should have done a hunt or two beforehand with this build, just to make sure that I wasn't sucking. No, come back. You're just out of my range. Fair enough. That was a well-timed dodge. Let's just go ahead and... We're gonna miss the opportunity? Puncher rank 302. And we're just... What in the world was this hunt? So yeah, anyways, guys, that is my Seregios Bladescale Honing build. That went abysmally. I promise the build's good. It's the player that sucks. That being said, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.